Billy Wilder was an Austrian-American filmmaker widely regarded as one of Hollywood's most brilliant and versatile directors. Known for his sharp wit and storytelling ability, Wilder excelled in both comedic and dramatic genres, leaving a lasting legacy in the history of cinema. Samuel Wilder was born on June 22, 1906, in Suchebeskidska, then part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, now in Poland. His family nicknamed him Billy after Buffalo Bill, which stuck throughout his life. He grew up in a middle-class Jewish family. His father ran a hotel and cafe. Wilder had an early exposure to storytelling, which would influence his career. He initially studied law in Vienna but soon turned to journalism and writing, working as a tabloid reporter in Vienna and later in Berlin. Wilder started as a screenwriter in Berlin during the early 1930s. He wrote scripts for German films and worked with prominent directors of the time. When Adolf Hitler came to power in 1933, Wilder, being Jewish, fled Germany. He moved to Paris, where he directed his first film, Mauvaise Graine, 1934, before emigrating to the United States. Wilder married Judith Kopicus Uribe in 1936. Their marriage ended in divorce in 1946. Wilder married Audrey Young, a singer and actress, in 1949. Audrey was a supportive partner, and the couple shared a strong bond until Wilder's death in 2002. Wilder initially struggled to find work in Hollywood due to language barriers. He eventually became a successful screenwriter, teaming up with Charles Brackett. Their collaboration produced classics like Ninotchka, 1939, starring Greta Garbo. Wilder made his Hollywood directorial debut with The Major and the Minor, 1942. This success marked the beginning of his illustrious directing career. Wilder's films were known for their sharp dialogue, complex characters, and a blend of humor with darker, more serious themes. He had a unique ability to navigate different genres while maintaining a strong narrative style. He worked with some of the greatest stars of his era and often pushed boundaries in his storytelling. Wilder's influence waned slightly in the later years of his career, but he continued making films into the 1970s. After retiring, he focused on art collecting and enjoyed recognition for his contributions to cinema. He received numerous Lifetime Achievement Awards, including the American Film Institute's Lifetime Achievement Award in 1986. Wilder passed away on March 27, 2002, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 95. His legacy remains unparalleled, and many of his films are considered timeless classics. Billy Wilder directed and wrote numerous classics, many of which are considered among the greatest films of all time. Here are 10 of his best movies, spanning various genres. Sunset Boulevard, 1950. A biting critique of Hollywood, this film follows a fading silent film star and her descent into obsession. Known for its iconic line, "All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up," it remains one of Wilder's most celebrated works. Awards: nominated for 11 Oscars, won 3. Some Like It Hot, 1959. A screwball comedy about two musicians who disguise themselves as women to escape gangsters. Starring Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon, it's often ranked as one of the greatest comedies ever made. Awards: won a Golden Globe for Best Comedy Musical. The Apartment, 1960. A romantic dramedy about a lonely office worker, Jack Lemmon, who lets executives use his apartment for affairs, only to fall for one of their mistresses, Shirley MacLaine. Awards: won 5 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. Double Indemnity, 1944. This seminal film noir tells a gripping story of murder and betrayal, with Barbara Stanwyck and Fred MacMurray at the center of a deadly insurance scam. Awards: nominated for 7 Oscars. The Lost Weekend, 1945. A groundbreaking portrayal of alcoholism, starring Ray Milland. The film shocked audiences with its raw and realistic depiction of addiction. Awards: won 4 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor. Witness for the Prosecution, 1957. A courtroom drama based on Agatha Christie's play, this movie is full of twists and features standout performances by Charles Laughton and Marlene Dietrich. Awards: nominated for 6 Oscars. Ace in the Hole, 1951. A cynical look at sensationalist journalism, starring Kirk Douglas as a reporter exploiting a trapped man's plight for a big story. Sabrina, 1954. A romantic comedy about a love triangle involving a chauffeur's daughter, Audrey Hepburn, and 2 wealthy brothers, Humphrey Bogart and William Holden. Awards: won an Oscar for Best Costume Design. Stalag 17, 1953. A war drama with comedic undertones, centered on prisoners in a German POW camp. William Holden's performance earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor. Awards: won one Oscar. The 7-Year Itch, 1955. A comedy about a man's temptation during his wife's absence, made iconic by Marilyn Monroe's famous scene standing over a subway grate.